Hello everyone, Richard back for more Panzer Corps. Uh, Sora had made a comment on my last Danzig video, and he was kind of like, maybe you should not bring a second tactical bomber, and you should bring more artillery. Now, I didn't bring more artillery because I already have 6 artillery pieces that are towed, and I'm saving up for storm panzers. But I will eventually be buying level bombers, and I was thinking, well, I could go buy a level bomber, which is actually cheaper than buying an artillery piece. And in the process of doing this, I realized that there is more prestige to get on this map. It is gross what can happen on this map, and I'm going to show you in a replay. It is slightly less sure than what I showed you before, but if you are going for maximum greed and getting all of this prestige, this is the approach you want to do. It's definitely technically more challenging, but if you memorize what happens here, it's worth it. Like, it kind of blew me away. He was right. The level bomber enhanced my prestige gains. And I make some minor adjustments to deal with getting outflanked in this area. And what that meant is that I had to be careful about how I finished this spot. I made some adjustments on where units were going to get maximum prestige. We'll talk about that when I get there. And I also found an improved way to deal with that infantry. So I have 42 prestige, okay? After turn 1, I'm at 42 prestige. And I think you guys are going to crap yourself when I show you how much prestige I have at the start of Lodz. And it's scary because you can get more depending on RNG. So you can force a surrender on this by just bringing the mountain unit south, and it works perfectly because the mountain unit has plenty of time to go back north. So that's a surefire way to deal with that infantry without disrupting my normal plans. It's a big improvement. So there's my level bomber doing level bomber things. And damaged auxiliary infantry actually can play an important role in getting you more prestige. Because I have a level bomber and not a tactical bomber, I'm doing less damage to the infantry. So I can actually get a little bit of prestige on surrendering that later. So it'll usually be 5 or 6 strength, which is enough to squeeze out a little prestige. Oh, no, don't do that. I think I get like 13 surrenders. It is really gross what you can do. That was an amazing surrender. How much prestige is that? That was 12 prestige. The tactical bomber is very helpful for dealing with this. So that was 21 prestige. You can probably get up to like 30 something depending on the rolls. And then I push the anti-tank back because that helps set up a surrender pocket. And this is my new configuration for how to deal with the units. And that cavalry gets pulled north. It's exactly what you want because that allows you to kill things more quickly. And the cavalry on the bridge is extremely vulnerable. I have all this artillery support, so I can force surrenders very easily. Because I have inexperienced artillery, I need more artillery. It's very important to hit with the infantry first, because the cavalry won't retreat. Then you hit it with the tactical bomber, and then you hit it with the tank. That should be enough to kill it. And then your follow-up auxiliary infantry finishes off that guy. And this completely blinds the tank that you're there. So yeah, you take care of 6 units. There's one thing you have to be careful about is a tank over here comes here and spots this artillery, and because I back off, the tank has the ability to hit it, so I have to block the path. Yeah, I got a lot of prestige there. So I block the path with my infantry so that my artillery is safe. Then that TKS tank comes forward, which is exactly what you want to happen. And you can kill both tanks on turn 6. It was a mistake to put the 4-strength unit there, but you can fix it next turn. You want to keep the 4-strength unit north. And then I just kind of toy with some units. It's just really good experience. So now my mountain units are going to come. They have a very important role to play. I hit with the scout so I could resupply my tank. And obviously there's a ton of RNG on how much prestige you can get on cavalry. Like clearing, you can get a lot of prestige. So conveniently we get another surrender. this is my new trick. I can't force a surrender, but I can bait the cavalry into seizing back the hex and running into my tank. And then I'll kill the cavalry next turn. I'm moving my scout up because I'm going to force a surrender. Actually, why did I move the scout up? I don't remember why I moved the scout up. I want to kill the anti-tank this turn. So I got the artillery perfectly suppressed, so it's safe assault. This forces the artillery on the river, and my anti-tank gets to eat that. So yeah, I whipped out a lot of units. Then the cavalry gets wrecked in the counterattack. Now I can finally force a surrender on the infantry unit. So that was 4 prestige. Don't kill the cavalry because the artillery will come forward and you have no artillery left. So it's just easier to kill the cavalry than the artillery on the bridge. So now I have all this artillery support, I can force a surrender. And you'll notice that the anti-aircraft gun crawls into the major hex. And this allows me, this is important, my anti-tank is able to come up and grab this hex, and I'll force a surrender on that. And I have a 4-strength infantry unit to help me get a lot of prestige. Now I've got a lot of infantry ready to really go to town. This is excellent experience for the mountain units. I got all this artillery, it's at 4 entrenchment. And if you get it perfectly suppressed, you can hit it with that. And if you don't, you can hit it with your infantry. So there's a lot of prestige that can come here. Like on this one, how much prestige did I get? I got 18 prestige. You know, you can get into the 20s with a good roll. So if you're curious about the damage, let me show you. Oh, let me get a... Here, let me restart. So after selling the SE, I'm at 943 prestige. My previous record was 878. So with a little bit of luck, you can clear 950, and the sky's the limit, because if you get great suppression on the tank, the 7 TP, you might get an extra. I got 21. You could almost you know, get into the 40s off a surrender there. And you can see, look at the experience, you know, 82 experience, 56, 83, 67. My tank and anti-tank aren't as good, but the infantry are really good. And I easily got the Donier to 1 star as well. How many kills did he get? He got 1 kill the entire scenario. But yeah, this is really good. Look at how much prestige I have. So it's a more technical, but you can just get all those surrenders. And I think I destroyed like 25 units. So like it's theoretically possible to destroy 25 units. I think that's basically the max. And I think I got 13 surrenders. I think I got 12, maybe 13 surrenders. So that is a huge improvement, and you can see in the prestige total. So I would recommend this approach for ultimate mode for maximum greed. So until next time, Richard out.